All right. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Let me turn this off. Sorry. Uh, okay. All right. Silence. Silence. Hey, everyone. Thanks for being here. Unfortunately, Shraddha is not feeling well, so she couldn't make it. So I am here with you tonight, and we are going to have lots of fun. Happy Hunter Supermoon to you too, Michelle. Thank you. Happy Hunter Supermoon to everyone. So we're gonna get some work done tonight and manifest, release, all that good stuff. All right. I would like to start with sending Shraddha some healing. She's not feeling really well. So if you don't mind, everyone here, let's just send some healing thoughts to Shraddha to help her. She has flu-like symptoms. There we go. Just sending these healing thoughts to her and any light that can help her with feeling whole again, seeing herself whole, surrounding her with light, with love, healing thoughts. Renewed. Shraddha is renewed. Okay. Thank you. Hi, Christine from Corvallis, my birthplace. I think I told you that before. Corvallis, Oregon. Yeah, that's where I hail. I only lived there a couple years, though, when we were kids. So let's talk about the Hunter moon, the full moon, super moon tonight in Aries, actually, and what it means astrologically, energetically, that type of thing. We'll spend just a quick time on that, so that we'll know kind of what to expect during these 3-4 days and moving forward. We've had a lot of solar flares recently. So there's a lot of light being bombarded onto the planet. And with the supermoon, that exacerbates the light and the release. The shadows are being having light shown on them even more. So that stuff is coming up to the surface, definitely, and a lot more during this time. Okay. So I pulled up what an astrologer thought this might bring for us, or what she's predicting for us. Let's see here. Okay, the full moon falls on the Libra Aries axis, or the axis of the proverbial me and the partnered we. Libra is concerned with partnership. We're in Libra, the birthplace of birth month of Libra. Libra is concerned with partnership, and Aries is about the self. These two signs are respectively ruled by the divine feminine, Venus, and the archetypal masculine, Mars. So that's the opposites. Libra wants peace at all costs, and Aries wants progress at any price. Talk about our opposites, right? This full moon will be conjunct Chiron, our astrological source of suffering. The focus will fall on how we've been hurt and how and if we are choosing to heal. That's an important point right there. So we're also going to do some releasing tonight in our ceremony, releasing and then manifesting what we want to bring in to replace what we released. and then we'll do a meditation with Thoth to the temple moon. I'll lead you in a little meditation to commune with Thoth again to the temple moon, the moon temple, moon temple, and then we'll do some card readings. Okay. Full moons not only reflect not only the actions and intentions initiated during the most recent new moon, but also what we put into practice during the new moon in the corresponding zodiac sign. Bleh, bleh. In this case, we cast ourselves back, as Grimm suggested, 6 months to the new moon solar eclipse in Aries on April 8th, 2024. Consider the themes presented, questions raised, bridges built or burned, seeds planted, and patterns initiated. So what I'm getting here is to be in reflection. Okay. Be in reflection during this time. Aries full moon equal trigger warning. The full moon in a Mars-ruled sign conjunct our primary pain source, coupled with said moon being the hunter's moon, gives new meaning to the term trigger warning. People must grapple with very sensitive situations that may or may not be directly connected to past traumas. So if anyone notices things coming up for you, like around this supermoon, this could be why, right? I'm noticing electronics are acting crazy. Internet went out for me in the middle of 2 meetings yesterday. And so things are definitely acting crazy around these times. And solar flares with a supermoon apparently in the forceful time of Aries is wreaking all kinds of havoc right now. Because Aries is an impulsive reactionary energy and Mars, our planet of war, will oppose Pluto, the planet of extremes, during this full moon. Caution is called for. Okay. And there's so basically, I guess we need to be aware of anything that goes crazy for us, right? And take care of ourselves, basically, is how I see it. So I thought I'd read the Libra horoscope too for during this time, since for those who have their birthdays in Libra. And this is for today. Are you in or out, Libra? You can't decide whether you're ready to make a serious commitment to someone or not. If it's been torture trying to make up your mind, you should get some relief today in the form of a decisive Aries full supermoon that's shining bright in your relationship realm. Clarity at last. If you're still not sure how you feel by the end of the day, give yourself a couple of weeks prime manifesting time for this lunation to hop off the fence. Okay. So lots of powerful energies there. That's why we want to harness these energies and use them for our own good, but use them for good, not for the other, because we have that ability. We can do that. We used to, when we talk about that a lot in these shows, we used to know how to do this. We used to pay attention to the seasons, to the planetary alignments, and honor the full and new moon or dark moon. We knew what to do. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And Sharon and I tried definitely to make a habit of doing this, or make a commitment of honoring the moon phases every month. Last month we got a little behind. I had a lot going on. But we're moving forward again with full moon and new moon ceremonies. And I want to honor Thoth too, because he asked me to do this as well. So how can you say no to Thoth? All right. Let's do our ceremony now. So if you would get paper and pencil, pen, and write down, again, we do this every time, what you would like to release during this time, this full moon, this super moon, because it's the perfect time to do this. Any emotions, any what I call baggage that you would like to release that's hanging on, just write it down. Don't censor yourself. Write it down whatever you want to release, and you can title it "I release these things" or something like that. Okay. Yes, this is the good part, Christine. Okay, releasing any limited beliefs. You can write that down. Anything that you feel might get in the way of abundance. You don't really have to know what it is, but you can word it that way. Any patterns or thoughts or beliefs that get in the way of abundance, or whatever you would like to come forward. Okay. Anything that gets in the way of you connecting strongly with your guidance, anything like that is a good thing to release as well during this time. Having a more concrete relationship with your guidance, your higher self. Can someone tell me how my mic is? I got a new mic and I want to know how it sounds to you. Does it sound all right? If you can let me know if I need to make any adjustments or anything. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Sounds great. Thank you, Christine. Okay. Now, what we like to do is whatever you've written down, you can burn it or, thank you, Irene. Okay. You can burn it or tear it up, whatever suits your fancy. I like to burn, but I'm not going to burn right now. I'll do it later, but I'll tear it up. And we can do a little ritual when we do that. Tearing up what I want to release. Okay. And I like to say to the higher planes, to source, to the all that is, to my guides, my higher self, I release what I've written on this paper with love and gratitude, for it no longer serves me. I release it to the universe for transmutation into light. I trust that my guidance, the holy ones that work with me, all the beings in the higher planes that work with me will take what I've written on this piece of paper that I am releasing, will take it to the Godhead and transmute it into light. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. That felt really good. Some sort of thumping sound on my microphone, Lauren? Oh, okay. Is it constant? You could let me know. I can always unplug it. All right. Oh, how did that feel? Let me know. It's kind of lonely up here in the studio without someone to bounce conversation off of. Oh, um, our next exercise will be to fill up what we released with our desires, our manifestations, our abundance that we want to bring in, all the things that we would love to have in our life. And we trust that, okay, not constant. Okay, it might be me just tapping on the desktop here. And so we of course trust that. All right, thank you, Michelle. Okay, it's just clear and picking up every noise. All right. All right, so let's, thank you. I'll be sure to be careful around it. Let's write down what we want to bring in. Here's the fun part, right, Christine? And then we'll do a little ceremony for that. Utilizing the moon's energy. Okay. One thing I forgot to mention was that as you're writing these down, these solar flares that we're getting is helping to shift us into a higher frequency. And you may already know this, of course, and that's has a lot to do with why things are so crazy right now. It feels so crazy, feels so pressure cookerish. Because we're moving up in frequency with the light that's coming onto the planet, and the light, the supermoon being so close to the planet as well, which is really cool. If we don't do our work, our soul work, our healing work, then as we get these solar flares and things like that, and these planetary alignments that are pretty intense, it's hard. I'm going to say it's harder, but things come up a lot more often, more intense, I guess you could say. So that's why it's so important for us to do our healing work during the, all the time, as much as possible, and doesn't have to be difficult. And Yeshua always taught me that when something comes up, to deal with it at the time. That's the most important, really, thing we can do. Because if we suppress it, we forget about it, and it comes out some way, somehow later, maybe in physical problems, things like that, illness, aches and pains in our bodies, in our body. So it's important to deal with things as they come up some way. And my way, those that know me, is to journal it. Journal, journal, journal. Get it out, which works wonders. Just write it out, burn it. All right. So I'm assuming you're finished with writing what you want to manifest. bring in moving forward. Another thing I want to say that's coming to my mind is the more you do this, the more we do this together or in your own personal life, these types of ceremonies, these types of intentions, the more you anchor these intentions in with the new matrix, because we're building a new matrix as we speak. The old matrix is falling, and we're building a new matrix now with what we're doing and with our higher intentions, higher thoughts, higher deeds, that type of thing. That's how we build the new earth, the new world, the new matrix, which is really cool. Okay. So let's do our little intention setting. And of course, you're free to put out how you would like to speak to your guides in the all that is. This is just a sample of what I like to say. Calling on my guides, higher self, the all that is, Mother, Father, Creator. I and we ask that you help us to manifest or co-create with you the intentions, the endeavors that I've written on this piece of paper. Moving forward, we know that you will help us to see it in our life now, because we know the present moment is all that is real. And once we shift into the reality of what we've written down in the now, then we will know that it is we are in that space. We will realize it. We do realize it in the now. And we ask for your assistance in realizing everything we've written down in the now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can feel that, Christine. Yeah, I know, me too. I feel them here for sure. This is a pretty powerful full moon, super moon. Alrighty then. That felt good. Let's see, I wrote down on my list. I'm a list maker, or I'll forget things. Okay, next is our meditation to meet and greet Thoth, or Thoth. Thoth the Atlantean. The reason I'm leading meditations, if you're new to the channel or new to this full moon ceremony, the reason I'm leading meditations with Thoth is because he appeared to me 3 or 4 months ago, I guess. Must have been 4 months ago, something like that, or longer, less than 6 months. In a meditation, it just appeared to me as clear as day, and I recognized him right away. And I have not, that I recall, worked with Thoth in this lifetime, although I've read the Emerald Tablets, and I felt connected with him. He's the ancient Egyptian god, and the Emerald Tablets are extremely powerful. I would recommend reading them. I'm listening to them for the second time now on audio, and he has a blueprint for how we can ascend within our physical body, and it's cool stuff. It's difficult, not easy, but it's really cool stuff. And just hearing him talk in the way he talks is it's like you're sitting there with him. So anyway, he appeared to me in a meditation just as clear as day, and he had the headdress, and and I recognized him as Kukulkan or Quetzalcoatl, one of those beings. And he had the bare chest, and he was wearing a the skirt, the skirt that they wear in the Mesoamerica gods wear, and so, or priests. And he said to me very loudly, very deep and loudly, um, that he wanted me to gather the tribes, he said, and meet at the full moon at the moon temple. I actually have years and years ago have built a temple in the higher planes with my guidance and with higher beings. And it's called the Moon Temple. We call it the Moon Temple. There's also a Sun Temple there, but I spent a lot more time in the Moon Temple. And so I've been leading meditations every month on the full moon to the Moon Temple, and he's there to greet us. And he every full moon he gives us a gift, and he gives everyone a personal message as well, and gives us a key or a gift to help us until the next full moon and moving forward. His energy is very strong, and he's very funny. He has humor, but it's very powerful and very strong. So during this meditation, you might feel him that way. Okay. It's very good teachings, Thoth. Yes, it is, isn't it, Irene? And I imagine that a lot of you here have memories of Atlantis or ancient Egypt, because he has left Atlantis, what the story goes, left during the deluge or the fall of Atlantis, and ended up in ancient Egypt, and where he was helping, transcribing, I guess. He brought the tablets, or brought a lot of the teachings from Atlantis to ancient Egypt, is what I understand. And I have many memories of Atlantis and ancient Egypt, so I would imagine maybe, like a lot of you here, know him in some way, have worked with him in some way, because he's here to help us. Another Christed being. He's probably from that line. Might even be, the same soul as Christ, as Yeshua, because they have the same type of energy for one thing, and also are here to help humanity. Emily, the Emerald Tablets blew my mind. Yes, same here. It's good stuff, and it's the kind of teachings that it's hard. You have to listen to it over and over in order, I believe, for me anyway. Maybe it's just me, that I need to be able to absorb it over time. Okay, let's do our meditation then. Okay. And just get into a relaxed state, taking a couple of deep breaths. Whew. Already feeling it. And just bringing your attention inward. And trust everything you're going to get in this meditation. Just let it flow. Don't doubt anything. Just let it flow. Okay. I'd like for you now to imagine in front of you is a pathway. And you see this clearly with all your senses. You don't have to see it. Just use all your senses. trust. I'd like for you to imagine getting up out of your physical body, standing up out of your physical body and moving on to the pathway. And slowly moving up the pathway. And as you move up the pathway, you're ascending as if you're walking up a hill. This beautiful pathway. And everything around you becomes brighter as you move up the pathway, lighter and brighter. You might even start to float. And off in the distance, you see a very bright light, a glowing light. Might be golden. And as you move closer to this light, you see that this is a temple filled with light, surrounded by light. A beautiful, beautiful temple, a building with pillars out in front. Gorgeous temple, the temple of the moon. And you can see the full moon behind it, behind the temple. The full moon is illuminating the temple from behind. The huge full moon on the horizon, the supermoon, suspended in the sky behind the temple, that's also suspended. As you move closer and closer, we're all there together. We're standing in front of the steps of the landing now. You see the large landing with the steps and the large pillars. And we gaze at the beauty of this building, of this temple, for just a moment. And the beauty of the moon behind it. And now we slowly move up the stairs to the landing. And as we reach the landing, the huge double doors slowly open for us. The beautiful gilded doors, they open for us, and there are two helpers standing there, inviting us into the temple. And they're dressed in beautiful colored robes, gold inlay, patterns, embroidery. And we move into the temple, and we look to our right, and we see the library, the study off in our right. We see books on shelves. It's a big room. It's a study area where we can go anytime to study, not unlike the Akashic records. And as we look to our left also, hey Diane, we're in the middle of the meditation. Thank you. As we look to our left is where we see the meeting room, large meeting room, where we'll be meeting Thoth. But we just walk through this room into the healing room. And we see people sitting in the healing room or laying down on beds, receiving healing. And we slowly walk through this area. And we see the meditation room. There's a few people sitting and meditating. And we quietly walk through this room out to the back of the temple, where we see the pool, the cleansing pool. And we wade into the cleansing pool, beautiful turquoise blue, sparkling water, moving down the steps into the cleansing pool, immersing our bodies into the cleansing pool. And notice how the water feels. It's tingly, cleansing us, cleansing our energy bodies. And now we notice the dolphins swimming up from the ocean, from the waterway that's built there to bring them up whenever there's company in the pool. They love to join us. And they're joining us in the pool now through the connecting waterway. And these are healing dolphins. And they're helping us to heal and cleanse, leaving everything behind. The dolphins are jumping around us. They're very playful. You might even be able to hear them, hear their sounds. Okay. Let's now bid farewell to the dolphins and move over to the steps that take us out of the pool, out of the cleansing pool. Stepping out of the pool. And of course, we're not in our physical bodies, so we dry automatically. Feeling cleansed, feeling rejuvenated. And we're moving back into the temple, into the inner rooms of the temple. Through the meditation room, through the healing room, and into the meeting room. Walking on air. And we see Thoth standing at the front of the room, dressed in his robes, the bands around his arms, with his belt, beautiful crystal green eyes, emerald green eyes. And he invites us in and invites us to sit in front of him. We sit in lotus on the blankets or pillows that are on the floor waiting for us. And the helpers guide us. And I feel Thoth asking us to now Spend a moment in quiet reflection to help connect with him. I see him now bowing in gratitude to us, for his attention, for our attention. He now telepathically sends messages to each one of us. He walks among the room and touches each one of us on the forehead. He also hands each one of us a key or a gift. He now moves toward the front of the room and is standing in front of us again. And I feel him asking if there are any questions that you may ask of him now, and he will answer you directly. I see now he has his hand over his heart and he bows to us. And he thanks us for being there. And he says, come anytime. Visit anytime. There's much to do within this temple and moving forward. And enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. The helpers now guide us. As we stand together and move toward the front entrance. Moving out onto the landing and down the steps, down the stairway. And moving away from the temple and finding our pathways back to our physical bodies, moving down the pathway, each our own pathway. I'm feeling really, really good about your time at the temple and with Thoth. You find yourself back in your home, moving into your room, finding your physical body, and slowly sitting or laying down within your physical body, fully integrating, remembering your whole experience. All right. Diane, thank you for being here.
I just saw the email
That's
and
fine.
rushed.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry.
I just saw the email. I thought, oh no, I gotta help her. Actually, I gotta help me.
Thank you. Oh, yeah. That was I felt that was pretty powerful. Okay, I've got to integrate here for just a second. Okay. Lauren, okay, you'd like a reading? We're going to do some card readings. But I'd like to know how that felt for you guys while I integrate here, and Diane and I um, ch- chat a little bit too. Uh, so how are you feeling with this full moon, Diane?
I'm okay. Things are doing real well. It looks like things are happening on a global scale that are kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
Some good, some bad, but that's kind of the way a full moon is.
Isn't it? Especially a super moon.
Yeah. And the aurora borealis that we
Mm-hmm.
have all had here, which is real interesting. This is probably the first night we'll be able to see it.
Oh, good. We have a clear sky then tonight.
That, yeah, at this point.
Okay, we're open in Portland, so hopefully yeah, that's good. So, Christine, you saw the dolphins before I said it. Nice, nice. Yeah, I just love the dolphins when it felt wonderful. Ziptar, thank you. Good. I'm glad. I agree. It did. Thought this awesome. Okay. Do you have some cards, Diane, with you?
I do.
Okay, good. We're gonna do some readings now. Did anyone it's clear in Corvallis? Good. Hopefully you'll see some lights there in Corvallis, Christine. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh, did anyone remember what the gift was? I'm just curious if they remembered, if they saw and felt that they had gotten any information from Thoth. No? Okay. That's yet. All right. Well, maybe you can type it while we go because I know there's a delay here. Okay. So that was neat. Emily, that was neat. I imagine his large bird beak. I asked if we were going to be getting the pyramids. Let's put this up here. Oh, wrong one. Okay, Christine, we'll put you up in a minute. That was neat. I imagine his large bird beak. I asked if we were going to be getting the pyramids running again and about water purification. I'm expecting something to show up about it later. Yep, definitely. He knows what we want. He knows what this higher matrix is all about, what the new earth is all about. He's been guiding us for a long time. He said, my wisdom is in all of your hearts. Nice. We just have to get it out. We just have to tap into it, right? Yeah, he's amazing. Okay. Who's first here? Lauren, are you? Yeah, Lauren. Okay. Let's put Lauren up here. Okay, Lauren, I've got the Lyran cards here for you. You know, I love these cards. These guys, Lyran Oracle. So I'm going to pull one of those for you. And Diane, you can go next. All right, this is for Lauren. All right. Is planetary cycles. Number 31. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. Planetary cycles. Number 31. The fine print is closing cycles, completion, moving forward. Ooh, that sounds nice. Sounds like you're completing some things. According to the cards, according to the white lions from Lyra. Okay. The beauty of a biosphere such as planet Earth is that once all the elements are locked into equilibrium, a natural process begins to kick in where environments naturally creates life forms to come to birth and planetary cycles set into motion. The foundation of all these cyclical processes are found in the aspect of death and rebirth. Through constant death and rebirth, your planet continues her journey of growth, releasing what no longer serves her. Ha! We just did that, didn't we? And utilizing the old to bring forth the new. This process is not really death, so to speak, but a recycling mechanism which allows for rain to pour down on your planet, into the rivers and streams, nourish all life forms, and then evaporate back up to the cloud level to once again rain down on the populace. And just how everything on your earth goes through a regeneration cycle, so too is a cycle in your life, seeking to be completed so a rebirthing may take place. You will find that by letting aspects of your life that no longer serve you fade away, your gardens of tomorrow will grow again. Sounds like they're confirming what you just did tonight, adding more energy to it. Begin by turning into your self-awareness to sense what cycles you are currently completing and beginning in your life. So you've got some homework, Lauren. Find where you are at currently, and then dedicate to a process of consciously releasing any old chapters that seek to close. Whether this involves a new old occupation, relationship, certain type of thought pattern, etc. Sense the cycles in your life and feel where you are. The beauty of letting go of outdated cycles is that it frees your energy body to shift its resources towards regeneration. Interesting. Maybe they're saying there's some more stuff you can release today or during this full moon, because this full moon is, I think, 3 days, if that makes sense. That's pretty interesting considering what we're here doing, Lauren. Okay. Oh, your gifts, Christine. This is from Thoth. Okay. My message was seek that which is blue. Then my cat jumped on my lap and I didn't get my gift. Oh, I'm sure you got it. Seek that which is blue. Blue usually represents communication, the throat chakra, that type of thing. Just what I'm thinking. Mine was a little book. Oh, nice. Tracy. My sister's name is Tracy. She spells it a little differently, though. And Cindy asked something for a friend and got a clear answer. We'll share with her after. Oh, great. Zifdar, I felt his energy but did not see the gift. You'll remember, pay attention to your dreams too. If you might get information in your dream time or in your meditations. Gift for me was a key and I placed it on my throat to speak my truth. Nice. Nice. Okay, Lauren. Yes, that makes sense. Thank you. You're welcome. Good. All right, Christine, I think is next for a reading. Now that I've released and refilled, I would love to see what the cards have to say about my upcoming intensive academic journey. Thanks. Okay, Diane, you're up.
Okay. Christine, you're going on a journey. Okay.
You know Christine, right?
Which Christine is this, though?
Christine.
Don't
She's
we know several? Oh, the
yes,
cat Christine with the beautiful blonde hair. Yeah.
that's her. Yes.
Okay, Christine, um, you did get your gift. The cat, it was trying to tell you what the gift was. Wake up, it's there. That's what I got from the whole thing. So you know what it is. All right, now the cards that I have were given to me from someone who got them from someone else. A card reader to a card reader to a card reader who really didn't ever want to do this because I have a past life in which I died because I told the German soldier the truth and I ended up in Auschwitz. So there you go. Anyway, so I have never wanted to really do this because it's always frightened me because telling the truth. So here goes.
But now you do want to do this because you know that you have gifts.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I have to forge forth this. Okay,
What are the
Christine.
cards, Diane? What are the cards?
Oh, these are the cards. This is the back.
What kind of
And
cards?
then
What are they
there's
called?
almost the Crowley deck.
Oh, is it a tarot?
Yeah.
A tarot deck. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Christine, you're not going to believe this, but your gift is love. That's what the cat was trying to tell you. You already know it's love. That's why you have that cat. He's a special cat. Okay, so then I have the King of Pentacles reversed. So I have to, and that the King, I have to think about this for a while. So just a minute here. Okay. This is a special card to go with the love. It says that you don't you are so special, you don't pay attention to a lot of derogatory things that come your way and people that say derogatory things to you. You do get angry about it, but you don't let them know. And what I'm thinking is that maybe you should say, that hurts me. That's what this is reversed for. It's to tell you, you have it all. The king, and you are the king. You are the queen of love. So just be yourself. Just tell someone that it does hurt you, and that, and maybe they won't make those derogatory remarks. Everybody gets them anyway. It's just a human thing. So anyway, Christine, go forth with love. And your upcoming journey. You're going to take your wonderful self with love, and you're going to ride that horse and go with God, because you don't have to take the derogatory remarks anymore. You just tell them that it hurts you, the sweetness that you are. And besides, you've got that great hair.
All right. There we go.
Oh, Christine, I got to pull one more. Just, I'm saying I got to pull one more. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, she says I paid no attention to low vibe things I can't wrap my head around. Yes.
Okay, the ultimate is the sun. So that means you're going with God. You're going to be okay. You've got love in your pocket. You know that you don't care about derogatory remarks, but they do hurt you. So sticks and stones may break my bones, that whole thing. But it's going to turn out okay. No matter what you do, no matter what you want, the sun is on your shoulder.
Nice. Beautiful. Okay, so who's next? Uh, Emily, looks like. And if I skip somebody, please let me know. Okay. Emily, yes, of course. You've never done a full moon ceremony? Oh, yeah. We do this pretty much every month. Full moon and new moon. New moon's a good ceremony too, to bring in even more of what we want to manifest, co-create. So those are really powerful times, full moon and new moon. When we were seeing before the COVID thing hit, I used to do this every month where I'd play crystal singing bowls, and we do the same ceremony but in person, and we'd have the burning bowl outside. Yeah, that was cool. I guess I could start doing that again, but I got lazy. So we're used to doing things online. I do
Oh,
do
a homifier?
no, doing the full moon and new moon in person.
Oh, yeah.
In a group setting with burning bowl, that
Oh,
kind of,
yeah.
yeah. But then
An online homifier.
yeah, the but then I can't reach everyone out that's not in local. Reach people that aren't local. So it's cool that we can we can do it some way somehow online electronically. Okay. Emily, I'm pulling the Pleiadian Oracle for you, this new deck that I just got, which is gorgeous. Oh, okay. Let's see what the Pleiadians have to say for Emily. Ooh, look at this. I love these cards. Cosmic Unity, number 44. That is so gorgeous. Wow.
And it's an 8.
Yeah. Yeah. 44. 4 4 is 8. Infinity. It's the last number in the deck. Okay, Emily, listen up. The time has come to drop egos, drop hard headed opinions, and unify as the Hues, Hues. Although it can be challenging with so many personalities and conflicting viewpoints in your diverse world, at its core, wholeness, your species is very similar in nature, with a common desire to feel needed, receive love, be appreciated, and have one's basic survival needs met. By reminding ourselves of these simplistic similarities amongst all, we rewire our minds back into the field of unity. By reminding ourselves of these simplistic similarities amongst all, we rewire our minds back into the field of unity. Okay. When the cosmic unity card arrives, it is not suggesting that you drop morals or put aside what is true to your heart, but rather find common ground between you and this person or situation. You will find that as emotions settle and you seek out commonalities, that a beautiful blessing in disguise will be revealed to reflect a greater understanding in yourself. Your mirror universe is constantly showing you through reflection that a much greater lesson is to be uncovered by seeing all through the lens of unity. Make this a day of dropping your protective shield, taking a pause, and asking your higher guidance to lead you into the field of cosmic unity. This is the way of ultimate healing, where repetitive situations drop out of our lives and we, as empowered souls, access the greater teachings. You are the warrior of light. Seek unity. Other meanings: healing, oneness, let go, unification, compassion for yourself. All right, Emily, there you go, my dear friend. I could just gaze at that all, I get a poster of it, put it on my wall. That's just so gorgeous. That's so beautiful. Number 44. Yeah. It's a good message for all of us, isn't it?
Yeah.
How does that feel, Emily? Yeah, right?
Is that the last card of the deck?
Yeah, number 44.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wow, I love angel numbers too. Yeah, there you go. And Pleiadians. Wow, I get it. Yes, thank you. You're very welcome. Pleiadians are speaking to you very loudly. Nice. That's because you are one. All right, Irene. Diane, you're up. Yes, we do have time.
Irene. Let's see what I've got here. Okay, the first card I got was Temperance
Temper.
reversed. This means you need to slow down and take stock of your life. You're running at a very fast pace. This is a 14, which is a 5, which means that you have the ability to change this. The way you're looking at life is making you so stressed that you just need to take a couple of deep breaths and live your life because everything is going to be okay. Then I pulled the 3 of Rods. He has turned his back on those points that are hitting him in the back because they're hurting him. And that's the stress that you've put on yourself. You have a way of changing every single thing here. You need to believe in yourself because you have the ability to not only change it, but you have the ability to change your whole being. If you begin to love yourself, change yourself, everything will come into focus for you. You have all the tools necessary. You will be guided. You you're on the right path. Don't stress out about it because everything will be fine. Just know that God is always with you and God always loves you no matter what. Don't ever forget that God loves you. And he wants you to do the best of your life. The thing is that the stress that you're putting on yourself is hindering your progress, and you don't need that stress because you yourself are a wonderful person. I know that because that's the message that I've been getting when they first said pick these cards. Well, I have another one for you. I don't know what they just have me pick these at random like Sharon does. This one is the 2 of Rods. 2 means learning. You need to learn to trust yourself. That is the basic right here. If you can trust yourself, you can move forward. But right now you're so stressed out about this wrong decision, or if you make this decision, this may be wrong. Well, that is a human thing because we're so afraid to make a decision because in our past we have made wrong decisions. But that doesn't mean that the decisions weren't right at the time. I mean, I've made decisions that I thought I was in the right, doing the right thing, and I wasn't even in the right city in my brain. But it was right at the time, and it moved me forward to get to where I am today, which is a whole lot better than 10 years ago. But the thing is that you have to learn to trust yourself because you have all the tools. The hardest thing for me was to stand in front of a mirror and to truly say, I love you. And even naked is even harder. So if you just try that a couple of times, don't do it naked right away because I first off, I started laughing. The next time I started crying, and then I said, "Oh, hell with it." So the the whole thing is that just you are a wonderful person. God made you a wonderful person. He loves you. He wants you to trust yourself because you have a wonderful life. Everybody has a wonderful life. They just need to trust themselves and beginning to love yourself. That is the hardest. The hardest. Just even take a hand mirror and go, I love you. First time I did that, I went, "What the hell?" But it gets easier and easier. And I had a girlfriend who was on. She was an event planner on a cruise ship going through the islands of Hawaii. She was at her wits' end. She didn't know what to do. She was so scared to make a decision, back and forth, back and forth. And somebody said, "Why don't you just go on these cruise ships and work for them?" She said, "Okay, I did." And then somebody came up to her and said, "Why don't you just start working on yourself and start loving yourself?" And she said, "I started working on myself, and for 3 months, people were coming up to me, giving me all kinds of stuff and everything." She says, "I had no idea." She said, "I'm never going back there again." It works.
Yeah.
Don't stress yourself out. Not only that, do it a few times a day, or even maybe once a day. That'll make a difference. And don't stress yourself out over negativity, because it's always going to be there, and that's just the way life is. You have positive, negative. But just
Nice.
learn to love yourself and trust your positivity and go forward.
I love that. So Irene says, I second guess, third and fourth guess myself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what the card said. Yeah. Don't don't stress yourself out, because no matter what the decision is, it is right at the time.
Yeshua taught me something or helped me remember that there really is no wrong decision. Just some are easier than others, more challenging than others. And the worst thing we can do to ourselves is after we make a decision, because you can't change the decision. After you make the decision, the worst thing we do is beat ourselves up. We have to figure out what to do from here and moving forward. That we can't keep beating ourselves up. And how many of us do that? I don't do it as much as I used to, but that's wasted energy, wasted time, and also puts us in a depressed state. So that's the bottom of the barrel when it comes to emotional frequency is shame, guilt, that type of thing. Oh, I could have done this or I could have done that better. That's that's not loving ourselves. That's the opposite.
I also
So
think that
good
the
advice.
only real sin is guilt. I think the guilt that we put on ourselves is probably the worst sin of all.
Mhm. Yeah, that's second in terms of the frequency of David Hawkins on the David Hawkins scale. Shame is at the bottom. Shame, and that's even in our language. Shame on you. Oh, I'm ashamed of myself, or you should be ashamed of yourself, or whatever. So we're so programmed, and to keep us in these lower frequencies. And guilt is the second one. Guilt, I think it's shame, guilt, grief, then grief. Grief and guilt, I believe, are pretty close to each other. I'm not sure which is above the other. But interestingly, anger is higher, is up there more because there's movement. With shame, guilt, and grief, there's no energetic movement. But with anger, at least we've got energetic movement and we can feel like we can do something at least.
And it's
So,
the opposite of love.
well, the opposite of love is fear, what I understand. Yeah.
Oh,
And
I
that's
thought it was
that's
anger.
paralyzing. Fear is paralyzing. And
Yeah, it
so,
is.
yeah. But yeah, anger is it's we need anger in order to move through something and get but it has to be productive, of course, but anger, there's nothing wrong with anger. We
I know
need it.
somebody who ascended through anger.
What?
I know someone who ascended through anger.
Ascended through anger.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what you mean.
the person was so angry, not at the person, but the situation, that he ascended. He went beyond.
Okay.
Interesting, huh?
I'd have to learn more about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So anger may have been the first step, but you can't ascend with anger. So unless you're, the only way you can ascend, according to the law of one, which makes the most sense to me, is through service to self. Is if your bad, negative thoughts, negative deeds are 51% or more, then you can ascend through service to self, which is rare, I understand. But anger, anger is just such a conundrum. It feels good to get angry once in a while,
Well, I
but as
think you
long as
have to
I
actually
journal it
letting
out,
go. It's
yeah,
letting go.
it's letting go. It's releasing. But I journal it out usually, or punch something, punch, not punch something, but I have broken fingers, can't do that anymore. But punch it out, punch it out, air punch, air punch, air kick, that kind of thing. So Irene says, "Thank you." Like it can change, like it can change what's done. Yeah, with um, making decisions. If we make a decision that we thought we could have made better, I like what you said, Diane, that it was right for that time. Thank you. We all need to remember to love ourselves. Definitely. Thank you, Irene. Christine says, "Scream into a pillow." That's a good one. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I
As long as we
remember somebody, it was an actress, was so angry at her husband because he was divorcing her. And somebody told her to do this, which is real interesting. She said she took every dish she had in the house and she threw it at the garage and broke it. She said, boy, she that got over her the whole problem with the divorce, the whole problem with her husband and everything. She says, I felt so much better afterwards. I will never look back. But she broke every dish.
I used to throw things when I was younger. Yeah, that doesn't help. It just makes things worse
Well, yeah,
because
but
you
she
end up
put all the
you end up
dishes in a box
breaking
and
things.
threw them at the garage. So it was a planned thing.
Yeah, they were. It was his stuff, or
No, it was well, I don't no, it was just all
okay,
the dishes that they had in the kitchen.
okay. So I want to pull up this Hawkins scale. Let me see here. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Yeah, anger's way up there. Okay. Let me share my screen. Screen share. Mm, where is it? Darn it. I think yeah, there it is. Okay. Can you see it, Diane?
Yeah.
You see it?
It's
Okay.
minuscule, but yeah,
It's what?
minuscule.
Oh, it's not very big.
Right, but you can see it. I mean, if I get close. And I can't I tried to enlarge it, but I can't because it's oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I did. I enlarged it. I had to go out of the screen. Okay, yeah, I get yeah, I see it.
So shame and guilt are down at the bottom. Apathy, which is no movement, no movement. Grief is above guilt. And then fear is below anger. Okay. Desire is below anger. And that's where movement is. Pride, courage, interestingly, is in the yellow. Neutrality is up in the green, the higher frequencies, willingness, acceptance, and of course the associated emotional scales with that. So this would be the fourth density. This is the third density here in the yellow. See the red, orange, just like our chakras, where we have these positive and negative emotions where we hold them. in our chakras, the red ray, the orange, yellow, and the green. We're moving into the fourth density of the heart. So acceptance, willingness, neutrality. And of course, we get into fifth density, which is once we're walking in joy, love, and reason all the time, all our thoughts are in that space. We're in fifth density, that's wisdom. And of course, at the Godhead up here, we're ascended. We are ascended. Peace, enlightenment, bliss. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Yeshua taught me, I write about it in my book, how to gauge my frequency. By the way, if you don't know, I wrote a book. For those watching, I haven't mentioned it tonight. What's wrong with me? Awakened Soul, you can find it on Amazon, is now out on Amazon. My first book, if I put it to the side, you can see it's on Amazon. Sharon Sananda Kumara. Good stuff. He taught me how to gauge my frequency. And we could all do that. I pulled a card, last card for my stuff is plastic. That's
My
funny.
stuff is plastic. Okay.
There is that book that I highly recommend. Yes, thank you, Christine. Congrats on the book. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Ziptar. Yeah, it was 10 years in the making, so it's a big deal for me. It's a big deal.
Yeah, it is.
And that's my first book. I'm working on my second. That I hope to be out in spring next year. Okay, so I pulled a card for the group, and it is Mothership
Cool.
number 21.
Ooh, 3.
Yeah, the mothership.
Triangle. Triangle. Okay.
So let's see. The flashes of the sky and in the movement of light does humanity gain glimpses into the ultra intelligences of the universe that visit your planet interdimensionally. As part of the Pleiadian Earth mission, alongside many star allies, we are working together behind the scenes for your freedom and liberation. Huh. It just fills my heart. Whew. Although we watch from afar with little interference, we say it is done with great respect, as we trust so much in the capacity for the Hughes to make their own changes and claim their own throne. I guess they're talking about us, the Hughes, humans. Our ships often work in groups for this mission, and all of them are in direct connection to the Pleiadian mothership that hovers midway between your solar system and Alpha Centauri. Mothership is actually more like a city with many walks of life and quarters to sustain us for long missions. Similar to a cruise ship in your world, these motherships are massive and host a wide variety of functions to simulate life on the Pleiades to as close as possible. I remember being on motherships, not sure which ones though. When this card of mothership arrives, it is your Pleiadian star family acknowledging to your Hugh self for you to reach out to our ships. In our quantum reality, there is a high chance that one of your loved ones or even a future version of yourself is present on these ships and is seeking to make contact for your evolutionary growth. Now is an ideal time to start stargazing, meditating, and sending out requests to commune with us. As we respect the free will of humanity, it is your requests that open doorways for communication to flow with ease. Know you are being guided. Exercise. Go into a relaxed meditative state through conscious breathing and set the intention to dialogue with our Pleiadian mothership. Open your heart to this possibility and know by doing so through the heart, your messages instantly travel via the omni- om- omnipresence that is love. Embark on this communication with patience and take note of any guidance or messages received from this particular central fleet. Know we are all working together for the benefit of universal harmony. Nice. Another meditation we'll do. Speaking of which, next week I'm doing we are Tiffany and I are doing cosmic meditations, healing meditations to connect with the Orion star system healers. And we'll do Pleiadians soon because we have already done that. So look out for that. That is always profound. It's through Zoom though. It's not on YouTube. And there is a donation fee. So that's coming up next Wednesday. On Wednesday, yeah. Let's see what else. Oh, Friday, I have a free presentation on the out of body experience and how to have them. That's free. Be sure and sign up if you want to do that because it's limited. Yeah. So I'm getting close to the max, which is 25. So be sure and sign up. Go to my website, the Academy website, and it will have all that stuff on there. And I think that's it. What about you, Diane? You got anything going on?
Oh yeah. They're still at me to, I got to start writing about my
Yes.
presentation now.
Okay, good.
I know what to do. I've got all my accoutrements that I need to do, but now I need to start writing to present my, I don't even know what to call it. I don't have,
Presentation?
yeah, it's the beginning of the beginning. First off, the very beginning, the beginning of thought is God. God is thought. That's the beginning. And
Oh,
so
so you're channeling.
yeah, so that's
Okay.
from there on. So I mean, I've got years of it. And I
Nice.
just have to start writing on how I'm going to present it and when but yeah, that's a lot. Besides
Yeah.
getting ready for winter on my yard, which I have a big yard.
Okay. Well, don't wait 10 years like I did. I had I had all the material. I just needed to get it out, little I did little by little, but yeah. So, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not writing a book. I'm just going to present it on,
But that's still the same thing. It's
yeah.
still putting in organization manner,
Yeah, the problem is that I
organizational.
think I should be perfect. And there is no being perfect. Whatever it is going to be perfect, I guess.
Yeah, there's no perfect. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here. We're out of time. Thank you, Diane, for joining me. Appreciate having a partner up here to, talk this way. And thank you everyone in the audience for being here. Love you all. Love you, Diane.
Love you,
And
Sharon. Love
yeah.
you, all you guys. Some of you I haven't met. Christine, I love her.
Yes, Christine. Love you too. You're awesome. And everyone's awesome. Thank you for being here. And
Go
we will
forth
see you.
and don't
Go,
multiply, but have a
go
good
forth and
time.
multiply.
Love yourself.
Got to get a tagline. Got to get a tagline. Okay. So take care. We'll see everyone soon.